Defense is easy this year. It's send the crib. It's send the dogs. It's send your mother. It's send your wife. It's send the cheerleaders. Your squirrel that hangs out in your tree. It's literally that easy this year. What is up, everybody? I'm going to take you into my mind today in practice mode. I'm going to take you into the mind of pro players as well, and how us YouTubers or content creators, streamers, pro players, whatever you guys want to say, how we go about finding these blitzes for you guys. Now, YouTube, it's a fantastic tool for those guys that don't have a lot of time on their hands. It's great. I recommend using it because that's the way that you're going to be able to learn. Otherwise, ebooks are another option as well. So today we're going to be using the Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook. I've never used this playbook before. Well, okay. No, take that back. I used it once last year in a game of Draft Champs. But anyways, I wanted to bring you guys a little bit of a kind of the inside the mind of content creators and competitive players. So first off, blitzes. This is what we're going to talk about exclusively today, as the title says. How we go about finding blitzes. How you can be a pro player at blitzing. So with blitzing this year, it's pretty easy. If you guys haven't ran into it, or if you haven't figured it out by now, if you're going against a top tier player, they're going to send a lot of pressure at you. They're going to send 7, they're going to send 8, they're going to send 6. They may drop into coverage all of a sudden and you're blocking 8. Lots of things are going to be going on. Lots of emotions, lots of rage is going to be happening. And I want to be bringing that to you guys so you can understand how we go about doing this. So let's just start off in a 4-3 normal, cover 3 sky. I don't run 4-3 normal. I've never ran 4-3 normal this entire year. 4-3 as far as run defense sucks. But we can still get some good pressure out of it. Let's go into, I know they have gun bunch. We're in the Ravens offense. Ravens hook. We're going to go into that to start out with. I'm going to go ahead and just click A so they don't snap the ball. First and foremost, if you guys have watched any sort of competitive Madden, I can guarantee you have seen the big dime 146. If you guys are playing LCQ or salary cap, it's last chance qualifier, I guarantee you've seen 146. If you've played any competitive mode, if you've played any Madden at all, I guarantee you've ran into 146. What a lot of people do with 146 is what we call a sugar concept. We're going to go ahead and blitz all linebackers, press. It's right there, bam. This look, while it's not the same formation, it gives you guys the same idea as far as what they're doing in the 146. They come out in DB Sting 2 Buzz. We're just talking about this really briefly. And it's automatically, everybody's just press the offensive line. Your slot corners, your linebackers, you're bleeding them all in, you compress them, blitz all linebackers, keep it contained. That's the blitz right there. It's really nothing all too mind-blowing, fancy kind of deal. But point is, pressure, bursts, pipes. In this Madden, you have to send an insane amount of pressure. In previous years, there were specific blitzes you'd had to run, like cross 3 fire, like nickel blitz 2, like the pinch dog 2 press. All those blitzes, there were specific setups for each of them, and you had to know about how to go about setting those blitzes up. This year, completely different. The blitzes really aren't that difficult. It's just send the dogs, and I mean dogs. You're sending the absolute house at them every single time. So really simple, sugar concept. First, in any 3-4 or 4-3, you want to go ahead and blitz all linebackers, and then you just press. You may have to press 2, maybe 3 times, maybe just 1 time to get all your linebackers to drop down to the offensive line like that. And what people do this year is they go ahead and put them on QB contained. So this is essentially what you're going to be seeing almost every single time. And then they'll bring their user down here. And since we're sending 7, I'm not going to bother hovering. They're only blocking 6. We're going to have one guy coming in clean. So right there you can see, bam, we got the defensive end coming in, and right there make a tackle. So of course there's going to be some things that are open if you're sending a heavy amount of pressure. That's kind of where adjustments come down to. Now we're going to get quick hiked again because wow. I suck at click-ons apparently. But you can see right there, it's going to take some adjustments. It's not just say, hey, simply, bam, I'm going to send the absolute house or whatever. Whoops. Okay, well, whoever Tyron and Matthew, you don't want to press. I get today's supposed to be your day off. But you can see right here, now we're in a cover 2. I didn't mean to choose a cover 2, but now we're in a cover 2. Same principle still applies. It's just sending pressure. This is how pro players find blitzes. This is what you're going to find in ebooks, or just send 7 because that's what works. When you're labbing something, you're labbing what works. You're not labbing for something new. You're labbing for these things that are popular and that are efficient. So we're going to go ahead, and this time we're going to add 2. We're going to take our user and we're going to blitz him as one. I hit A so they don't hike the ball. But when we blitz our user, we're essentially sending 8. At least that's how the offensive line registers. When you blitz your user, the safety that you're on, the offensive line, when they see you come down, they're like, okay, he's sending 8. We're going to get confused because we're only blocking 6. There's going to be people coming in. There's going to be disengages, and there's just going to be complete mayhem coming through. So let's go ahead and let him snap this ball. We're going to go ahead and bam, you can see right there, we get 2 people coming in clean against a 6-man, or technically a 7-man pass rush with just our user blitzing. Now, a big key to it this year is being absolutely certain. I'm going to go ahead and add something. Again, we're just labbing right now. Being absolutely certain that you bump somebody on the offensive line. Now, I don't know why this guy isn't going to contain. That looks like a really trash defense if you're asking me. But the biggest thing is if you want to get people to come in against a block 7 gun bunch, you've got to engage on a block. Whoa, what's going on over there, boys? You got to engage on a block with an offensive lineman. So right here, that's what's going to happen if you don't engage. You go through the gap instead. So that part's going to take a little bit of practice getting used to. I don't run 4-3 again. I used Kansas City Chiefs once last year, but I've never. Okay, why did you snap the ball? Press A. But I used the Kansas City Chiefs once last year, and so I've never really used it. Again, I'm just trying stuff out live as I'm recording this video. But you guys can see right there, bam. It's simple. Defense is easy this year. It's send the crib. It's send the dogs. It's send your mother. It's send your wife. It's send the cheerleaders. Your squirrel that hangs out in your tree. It's literally that easy this year. The blitzes do not really require too many setups behind them, aside from coverage, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and I might run something like this. So let's just go ahead and blitz ourselves. We're going to try and engage with this left guard. Just really dumb him out. That's all we're looking for. Let's go ahead and snap the ball. There we go. Perfect. And right there you can see because we don't engage with an offensive lineman, we shoot through the gap. I'm surprised we don't get nano detected. Shows you how well that feature works. But you can see we're getting 2 people to come in clean. Let's go ahead and go into instant replay. So we back out. We're going to do a little bit slower, but you can see right there because we're blitzing. The running back dumbs out, and then we have 2 people coming in clean. Now, if this was against a max protect gun bunch, we bump somebody, we're still going to have people coming in clean, or we're just going to completely confuse the offensive line. So, that's pretty much how people go about finding blitzes, is just seeing what kind of formations can get this look, this sugar concept. Let's check out Big Nickel. I'm pretty sure Big Nickel can do this as well. So we're going to go and blitz. All linebackers, press. You can see again, same thing happens. And now we can go ahead and take this guy right here and blitz him. This guy right here, blitz him and keep it contained. So now we're sending 8 yet again. Insane amount of pressure. And that's just how Madden 20 works. Unfortunately, that's just the game that we've got. But you can see, we'll go ahead, let the CPU snap the ball. We're going to have a couple people coming in clean. You can see right there, bam. Takes his checkdowns. I'm surprised we should have had 2 people coming in clean. It looks like somebody got caught up on the offensive line, but you guys get the point. Hopefully you get the point that defense really doesn't take too much effort. Okay, this guy isn't going to press, but I'll just move him in anyways. Move this guy in and then keep it contained. Defense, you can really, I hate to say it like this, but you can play pretty much brain dead and just send everybody, and that's how defense is played. So hopefully this helps you guys out. We'll go and let him snap the ball. You can see right there, bam, we get 2 people coming in. And he only gets a gain of 3 yards just because of how zones react. So hopefully this helps you guys out. And when you're trying to go about finding defense, if you guys don't have a lot of time on your hands, I know not everybody can be in practice mode for 30 minutes a day. YouTube, fantastic source, fantastic tool to use. Otherwise, you guys probably want to get an ebook if you don't want to have to do YouTube or blah, blah, blah. If you're against YouTube for whatever reason, there's ebooks out there. I've got a couple on my site. Check it out in the description. But that's going to take care of this little short video. I wanted to bring you guys a little bit of like the inside of the mind of a content creator, a competitive player, a site owner, or competitive pro, whatever, streamer. Just to give you guys kind of the mindset of what they're doing when they're sending a blitz. It's not hard. It just requires some adjustments behind it. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. And until next time, get in the lab, try out some different formations, something you haven't seen before, something completely unique like dollar. You don't see that too often, or whatever the case may be. See ya.